Welcome back, y'all. So this recipe was one of those that came out perfect and exactly like I wanted it to. It tasted literally exactly carbon copy of a coffee cake. So we're going to be using a coconut flour base, a little bit of almond flour, and we're adding in some baking soda here. We don't want to use anything that's high in carbs. And the best way to figure that out is to be able to subtract the dietary fiber from the overall carbohydrates. So when you look at, coconut flour, you're going to see something different. We're obviously going to sweeten with some stevia, and I did use full fat heavy whipping cream, but you can always use some full fat coconut milk or some almond milk, whatever you choose to use. And then I just buy these online. All of my products for baking are pretty much purchased online because I can't find them anywhere else for a reasonable price. So everything will be provided in the description box below. I would say to use a glass container for this, not a plastic one, because it can kind of heat the plastic into your food, and that's no bueno. Now, this food processor I have had for a really long time. It was a gift, and I like the Ninja better than this simply because I don't like how low the blades are, and you do have to kind of mess with it. However, I did burn out the motor on the other one a little faster, so it's kind of one of those things where you just gotta pick and choose. So as you slowly drain this in, you can kind of see the texture of it changing and kind of looking more like that crumbly, awesome coffee cake you get at a fancy tea house or wherever you want to get it. But you can see it kind of stopped working and sort of just clumped, so I had to keep opening it and removing the product and then closing it again and going back and forth, and so it was just a little bit frustrating. It's it's better than having to stir it by hand, so I guess, first world problems. But it worked, I got the job done. There is no perfect, I don't believe, food processor out there. They all have their pros and cons. So the Ninja would get like gunk stuck in it, and when you would pour, sometimes things would come out of the bottom, like old coffee grounds and stuff, I think was what ours was, because water would collect there. It was really gross. Anyways, I'm getting a muffin, a meatloaf tin, or whatever you want to call it. It could be a bread tin. And we, instead of using like an official coffee cake container, you don't really need one. You can just do this, and I really like to load it up with oil. Organic coconut oil has so many health benefits, it's ridiculous, and it'll increase your fat intake if you're trying out the ketogenic diet. And then I like to use the paper towel just to smear it around. That was a trick I learned from my grandma. She's got some cool tricks like that. And then you're just going to add it. Now, coffee cake is a layered product, meaning that when you make it, it doesn't just naturally get the lovely little stream of cinnamon through it by dripping through it. You actually have to layer it kind of like you would regular cake with frosting or something like that. So I just kind of got the beautiful crumbles down into the bottom and then just dripped it in. If I had a better pan that had more of a spout, that would be easier to divvy this up. I could have put it in the red container I was using earlier. I just was too lazy and didn't want more dishes, let's just be real. So as you can see, sorry guys, it's really early in the morning while I'm editing this right now, but I wanted to get this out there because a subscriber requested this video, and I've had it for ages and I just haven't had a chance to post it. So you're going to get a delicious coffee cake. And then you're going to cook it in the oven, and you're going to be all freaking done. And that top layer is the super crumbly awesomeness at top. It's really cool.
Or not, or just
do your thing.
Alright, so James is taste testing our coffee cake, and apparently the dogs are too, even though almond flour is really bad for them.
It's very hot.
It literally just came out of the oven, and it looks exactly like something you'd see at like a tea party or something like that. At least that's what my childhood was like. I can't tilt it sideways. So
it's delicious.
Is it delicious? It's delicious.
But very hot.
We'll come back with another I will taste test later. Ooh! I'm not gonna taste for like days. What does it taste like? Is it cake-like?
Kind of.
Kind of cake-like? Or is it just straight butter?
I don't know, but it's starting to hurt.